I thought we had a really good week of practice that really prepared us and got better at some things that really we've been working on from the previous the Marquette, the Notre Dame games. Obviously, there were some glaring things that we needed to address and really give these guys a lot of credit because we got better. We got better this week, and a lot of it carried over. Happy that we out rebounded them by 10. Still think it could be a little bit higher, but we won all of our three battles that we talk about all the time: battle the ball, battle the boards, and battle the paint. And just across the board, I thought everyone was ready to go and had a ton of production, rebounding, and points starters and then off the bench. And I've been really talking about our bench being ready to go and giving us a ton of energy. They're all so capable of doing it. And today I thought they were great. So overall, great team win. And great to be back out on the court. And I don't think there's anyone happier to be back on the court than these guys after a week long of practice. So, and now it'll be good. We got 2-day prep right into it, and we got some games coming up so we can continue to get some game experience and get everyone healthy. We have not, I've said it before, but, we played without Cam today. Great to have these two back, but we need practice time with everyone together and healthy in order for us to continue to make progress. And that's what I think this week was good at, and we got better from it.
Raise your hand for a question.
Makira and Gretchen, you guys seem to be a lot more cohesive and concise on the court today in comparison to last game. What in your 8-day break changed to make these improvements on the court and off the court?
I just say that basically what Coach Green said, we had a really good, hard week of practice. Once you string days together, it just happens organically. But we worked really hard this week on a lot of things. And it was cool that we got this week off. Week off from like games. We didn't go to a tournament. So we really got to work on ourselves and do what we do and get in a groove.
Yeah, I think same thing kind of that Makira said, but in practice I just think, we had a high level of focus and attention to detail in everything that we did, and we had to keep the high energy. So I think that was a big thing.
Yes, Makira, can we start with you and then Gretchen after? Can you each kind of detail what this month has been like for you? Like you missed those first couple games and you have to try to work back, and then obviously to be now, then Gretchen, not as much time missed, but it's kind of a similar situation for you.
I feel like this month for me has been, I've had a lot of adversity. Like, obviously, it's not how we all envisioned and things like that, but when adversity hits, what can you do about it, It's the beginning of the season, and I'm just trying to get my legs back under me now and work really hard to get back to where I feel like I should be. But it's just been a regular month. Even though I was out, I'm still, working hard and living life.
Yeah, I'd say kind of the same thing, but, injuries are always tough, and just trying to get into a rhythm. So I think today was good, just being back out there a little bit, and in practice this week, just getting a ton of treatment to get it back to where it was. But, I felt good today.
Gretchen, given the fact that your mom and sister played at Canisius, it's where you're from, was there any family rivalry leading up to today, and what did the opportunity to play against your hometown school mean to you?
It was cool. I would say, I'm about 10 minutes from Canisius and, kind of grew up around that gym. So I would say it was, definitely cool to play them. And, I know I was recruited by them, and, I know a couple of the girls and stuff, but I would say a little bit of a rivalry, but it was fun.
Gretchen, how have you gone from averaging 38 in your senior year of high school to what you're being asked to do this year as a freshman, and trying to portray like an overall game and just not try to, prove that you can put the ball in the basket?
Yeah, I think just staying within myself, and, knowing what I can do, but just realizing, I'm up to do whatever to help this team win, whatever that may be. So, coming off the bench, just to give that energy and just play my role. So,
Makira, back here. You guys play two close games against high major opponents. What are you guys taking from those games, how close they were, and working on in some of these games where you guys are probably expecting to be the better team on the court?
Some takeaways from those games would be we just need to remain disciplined, stay together, and just really lock in on our defense. I feel like nothing ever changes. It's just up to us if we execute or not. And going back to what we all said, that's why it was just cool that we were able to have this week to really bring things together, be within ourselves, and just work hard and get back to like being gritty and things like that.
Gretchen, what does it mean to you to have a lot of veteran leadership on the team, or is there anybody in particular who's especially been a big mentor to you this season?
It's been great, having everyone that's older. They've been so welcoming and so helpful, because obviously high school to college at any level is a big jump, and just with all the detail stuff. So I think every day in practice, everyone's kind of saying something, but Cook and Dal and Jen, I think everyone, even KB is helpful, like with me and Corey, but they've been great.
So Makira, a two-parter. What can Gretchen add to you guys this season? Then what do you remember from your time, like playing significant minutes as a freshman, that you can maybe pass along to her as she finds her way in the role?
So to answer the first part of your question, I'd say what Gretchen can bring to us. A lot of things. A very versatile player. Can shoot the three like crazy, can get to the rim, can pass, and brings really good defense. So overall, 3 levels. And then the second part, some advice from my freshman year. Freshman year it's hard, no matter if you're going to be playing a lot or a little. So I always would tell people, like, just stay down until you come up. Like, you just got to work hard, learn, and eventually it'll just all work itself out.
Good job, you guys.
See ya.
Yeah, Shauna, what did you see from both of those two at the time that they missed to still be as active as they could in whatever capacity they could to kind of be ready when they were cleared?
Yeah, it's different because Makira was out, over 2 weeks, and then she only really practiced 1 full day leading into Notre Dame game, and then this week she missed a day this week too. So, I mean, it's hard when you miss that much time. Like, it's hard to get back into that rhythm, and like she said, even she did a great job when she went as hard as she could when she was out there today, and then she would tell me when she needed a quick break. But even going back to Notre Dame, to have to, to do what she did, really play 30-some minutes after practicing 1 day, after being off 2.5 weeks, and then playing against Notre Dame and Hannah Hidalgo, it's pretty remarkable. I know she didn't have her best game, but she's blessed to be able to, most people wouldn't be able to just come back out and do that. So it's still in Gretchen, the same thing. She missed, significant time in practice. So, and she's kind of, in her path back, has had some little setbacks and missed half of practice the other day and, isn't probably 100%. So, I mean, and then with Cam out, I mean, I had Jada playing the point. We're going through plays today in practice with Jada at the point. So it's frustrating but it's part of sport. There's going to be injuries, but we're deeper, but we're not, right? So we still haven't had a ton of game and practice time with our main core guys all together and healthy. And I think you saw that in the Notre Dame game and obviously the Marquette game without Makira. So I'm just happy to kind of have everyone back, and hope we get Cam back the next couple days, where again we can get games, but then some more practice time, just everyone together. But it's been challenging.
Coach, we've seen some games where you guys have dominated from behind the arc, and today you shot 3 for 19 from the 3-point line. What can you take away from this stat?
I don't really look into how many we make, how many we shoot. We also got to the free throw line 23 out of 27 times. So when we're being really, really aggressive, I'd prefer that. And I know that our threes will fall. you know, and when we hit threes, obviously that helps us, but we don't it's not a set number or anything that we're really looking for. You know, 3 for 19 is not a great percentage, obviously. 16%. So we got to shoot it better, but I really loved our aggressiveness in which we got to the rim, got to the free throw line. We haven't done that in a while, so I'm really happy with that.
We had heard all week the messaging was on the boards and rebounding coming out of the Notre Dame game. Were at least you early on happy with the messaging being able to be taken to the court?
You know, we drill it like crazy. I'm like, don't know what else to do. Like every day, it's what we emphasize. We hold them accountable. We're constantly talking about it, drilling it. And there's just times where it's like we got to just be disciplined to get a box out on them. And that's what happened in the Notre Dame game. We're in position, perfect positioning to rebound, but we don't get to drive back. And now the ball's going to them because they're 6'3", 6'4". So in practice, I thought we did a okay job. We're getting, you know, but still tonight there was multiple times where, you know, we didn't get a body into them. So they're so sick of hearing me talk about boxing out and rebounding, but I just know it's the key to our success. It always has been in our style. So was I happy? I was happy that we went from 5 offensive rebounds at halftime to 12, and we were only up 4 at half, and now we ended up being up 10. But I think we should have beat them by more on the board. So am I happy a little bit? Not fully.
In the back, Shauna. It's been a bit since you've laced it up with them, but is it nice getting the alma mater back in here and getting to play them again?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I've never played them as a coach in a long time. I'm not going to say the years that I've been out, but a long time since it was cool to coach against them, and I think Sahar's doing a really good job. I thought you saw some other pieces. They're not, I mean, they came out, they were on fire, and they have some, you know, really nice shooters. I love their post player down low. She's tough, she's gritty. I told Sahar after the game, I really think that they're going to, you know, be a good team and when they get into MAC and conference play, and I'm always rooting for them and want them to do well. Besides today, I wanted to kick their butt, but you know, I think she's doing a great job. So it was cool to have them here.
John, did it feel like you guys kind of got back to doing what you do in this game, whether it be defensively or just getting out and simply running?
Yeah, I felt, and I hope you guys even felt it, right? You've seen our games. Like today, I kind of felt like we were ourselves, and we were. So it all for us starts with our energy defensively, and we came out and we were really getting after it, and I thought that set the tone really for the whole game. We got into Phoenix and we had 34 points off Phoenix transition, so that's at a higher clip than what we have been. But I loved our energy. Like I'm always talking about our energy, and when we're flying around, working really, really hard, good things happen for us. So I did. I felt today the most I felt all year that we're kind of getting back to who we are.
I want to ask about Gretchen, if I could, just to see her find this role so early in her career. Like, what can that do for her to even have a game like this, and then bigger picture, like what can she do for you to kind of find that rhythm?
Yeah, she needed a game like this. Like I know what she's capable of, and I see it every day, and I'm constantly telling her to be aggressive. You know, you said it, 38 points. I always say 50 some. I mean, I don't know. She scored like 10,000 points in high school, so she is a scoring mindset, and she's quick. She's deceptive. You don't think she can get to the rim really quick, and she's strong and just has a knack for finishing. So it's unfortunate because getting her in that St. Peter's game, I knew that was going to be a really good game for her to get a lot of minutes. She goes down a minute 30 in, and then obviously missed Notre Dame. So she needs game experience. The offense, I'm not worried about. You know, the biggest thing, as you guys know, defensively, from high school to playing at this level. So she'll get better, but today was great. You could see a variety of ways she can score today.
And then just one more, if I could, to have Barry and Haven just kind of around your program for this weekend, like what can that do for them, and what does it mean just to give them that closer look right now?
I think it's always, you know, huge when your kids can come and be around the team, be in practice, be in a shoot around, be in the locker room, be at pregame meal, just kind of really get a feel for the culture and what happens just in a normal day. And they've been around so much, obviously with Haven being closer, and even Barry's been here a few times with her family. They really understand, but the more they can be around, the better. Because the next year, it just, obviously it'll be totally different, but at least they have a feel for it. Thank you.